Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we're going to be reacting to some of the Arsenal videos on TikTok. As you know already, like, subscribe, and let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. So it says here, Arteta is such a gentleman. He said, ladies first, Champions League. And first of all, well done to Arsenal women. You guys played exceptionally well, especially when you guys are coming up with an amazing team as the Barcelona women. Well done to Arsenal women, and hopefully it's our turn, man. Hopefully it's our turn. Yeah, man. Hopefully could be our turn next. Hopefully could be our turn next.
Oh, people say that Tottenham in 17th have had a better season than Arsenal. They have, mate. They completed the aim of the game. They won a trophy. Any team on the planet that has won a professional trophy this season has had a better season than Arsenal. Sorry to...
See, that's the thing. It's like it depending on what side you stand on. It depends on what you actually classify as a good season. Because obviously in the league, it's not like they finished 10th or 9th. They finished pretty poor. And I'm just looking at the running of their games that they type of, the type of games that they played. But yeah, again, fair enough. They won the cup. They're not the ones that made the Europa League weaker, but they had to win it, and they did. They beat Man United. They won it. I don't know. I would beg to differ. Let me know what you guys think anyway.
Don't stop
What the, bro? What the fudge is this? What am I seeing right now? What am Yo, what am I seeing?
Hold on to that feeling.
Yo, AI is crazy.
Arteta, which trophy are you think about it? I'm tired. Winning always. I'm tired. I need trophy, Arteta.
This is literally the African versions of Arsenal fans right now. Like we're begging for a trophy. Like we cannot stand the banter from other clubs no more. It's getting. Listen, I'm humble, right? I'll only bite back when I know I have a justified reason. But when they're singing champions of Europe, you can't sing that. What do you answer to that? You can't answer nothing to that. Second place middle. Would you say to that? You can't answer to that, right? So I think everyone's feeling like this right now. Everyone's feeling like this, man. Here,
Arteta, which trophy are you think about it? I'm tired. Winning always. I'm tired.
we're all tired, bro. We're all feeling like this guy right here.
Hello, I am Mikel Arteta, and this is the only bottle we'll be lifting this season. It is called the Bottled It Again water bottle, inspired by our heroic tradition of going top of the league for 247 days and finishing with absolutely fuck all.
The fact that he said he said the amount of days and then said "F all" was just crazy. But whoever made this, yeah, in DFS Sports News, you guys, crazy.
You want to stay hydrated while your team evaporates under pressure? This is for you. You want to sip on something while watching your Champions League dreams diverse Spurs after 4 minutes? This is for you. That is my face on the bottle. The same face I made when we lost to fucking West Ham at home in April.
You know, whoever made this is definitely an Arsenal supporter. Definitely an Arsenal supporter, right? Because it got personal. It got personal. It got very specific in the details and what team. It got very personal.
I am neither Arteta in or out. And that's not because I think he's a bad manager. I actually think he's really good. It's not because I don't appreciate what he's done at this football club, taking us from the gutter and turning us into a pretty serious team again. I just don't get personally attached in that way. I'm not bothered who's managing Arsenal. As long as we're competing at a level I expect us to be. But there are a lot of Arsenal fans out there that want him sacked. But what the Arteta out army fail to realise is their problem isn't actually with Mikel. It's with the club.
Yeah, is with the club because anyone can see if you take your emotions out of this, you're able to see that Mikel has actually taken us from where we were absolutely dreadful. Okay, absolutely dreadful. And he has taken us to a point where we're actually being considered as title contenders. The fact that people are calling us bottle jobs even suggests that we should be winning it, but we're not. We're only a few signings away, and I completely get it that we should be winning things. We should be winning a trophy, especially with how close we've come. We should be realizing that we're just a couple of signings away.
Josh Kroenke and his board of directors, because ultimately Arteta is just an employee. The people above him are the only ones that can make the decision to let him go, or if he walks away himself. But for as long as they believe he's the right man for the job, no amount of moaning or crying is going to change that. That's why you won't see me coming on here screaming, ranting, raving, Arteta out, because what's the point in getting upset and emotional over things you can't control?
Perfect point there, and I was saying this to so many people in my streams. Whilst I do understand the frustration, it's no point doing it. What we should be doing now is just looking to the summer, seeing who the club's going to buy in the summer, maybe start putting pressure on them in terms of which players to buy, right? Because that is maybe something that we can maybe try and change. But us talking about how bad Arteta is, Arteta needs to get out, it's no point. It's no point. It's beyond that now.
I mean, has he done a bad job? No.
No.
Does he need to deliver? Absolutely.
Of course.
I actually think it's a pivotal season for him coming up.
And I agree. He has not done a bad job at all, but he needs to start delivering. That's what he needs to do. He needs to start delivering. And hopefully, I actually think I'm really, really positive that this next season, we're going to win something. I think minimum 1, possibly 2.
Brother, we are in 60th place for the amount of money spent on forwards in the last 5 years.
I did not know that. This is new information to me. I did not know that. Look at, just think about this, yes. Like, even Tottenham have spent more money, right, than us. And we're still up there. Come on, guys. This is actually new information to me. So we have spent the least amount of money in attack, and you're telling me we're still finishing second? Like, even Leeds spent more money on attackers. Newcastle spent more money on attackers. Brighton, West Ham, Liverpool, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Man City, Chelsea, Man United. And look where Man United are. I'm not trying to say that this is good news, because it isn't. It shows you that we should be investing more in attackers, but it just shows you that even though we have not spent that much money on attackers, actually the least amount of money on attackers, 80 million. I can't believe this. 80 million on attackers, and we are still up there. We are still a part of the very best. We got to the Champions League we got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. We finished second, and again, don't get me wrong, you don't get nothing for finishing second, but this here shows exactly how good we are and how just the little piece that we're missing.
60th place. Leeds Football Club have spent more than Arsenal on forwards in the last 5 years.
That's crazy.
Is that not insane? Who else is in the top 60, man? You're telling me the teams that are recently promoted have spent more on attacking players than Arsenal Football Club? Is that not insane?
Yep.
How can you win anything? Genuinely. How can you win anything when you're spending less than Leeds Football Club?
And that is true. That is true. Like, you need to be spending money on attackers. If you want to win anything, you need to be spending money on attackers. But we're this close, man. We're this close from being a great team. We invest in the attack and the midfield, and we are set.
If Mikel Arteta doesn't win the league next season, I think he should leave the football club. If he doesn't win the league next season, mate, you've
That
been
will be,
there.
what, 7
That's going to be
seasons?
7 seasons. 7 seasons. 7, and you've spent close to almost 800 million.
No, I don't really like Obi Mikel, man, because he's got this outlandish sort of views, right? And he's talking about if you don't win the Prem next season, then he has to leave. Again, reinforcing that Arsenal are actually one of those clubs that should be. If Arsenal wasn't a good club or wasn't a great club under Arteta, guys like this would not be saying these things. They would not be saying, oh, if he doesn't win the league next season, then he should go. Bearing in mind, it's in a league that's got Man City and Liverpool and a couple of other teams that obviously might be coming up as well, depending on the summer transfer window. If these pundits are saying this, if these other rival fans are saying this, if our fans are saying this, that if he doesn't win the league, that he needs to go, then it just shows you how far we've come. It just shows you how much we're doing. We go for the league until the very end. I don't want it to be a case where, you know, like this season, we already knew we wasn't going to win the league by like 2-3 months back. I want us to go to the very end and try and win it. But obviously we've got Manchester City, we've got Liverpool, 2 great teams. We've still got, like, you know, Chelsea. Like, we don't know what Man United is going to do. I don't think Man United are going to do that much anyway, but we don't know what Man United is going to do. What I'm trying to say, there's other great teams circulating, and all I want to make sure is that we're fighting for that title until the very end, and we're winning at least a trophy, right? Because one trophy can, you know, it's almost like Pringles, one trophy can start breeding other trophies. So yeah, but this guy, I'm not even going to play the rest of the video, man. I don't really like this guy. What you think of what you just saw, and we will be able to discuss it in the comments. But listen, I will see you in the next video. Up the Gunners, and hopefully we have a great summer transfer window. Take care, guys.